nothing beats those old classic Pokemon sounds of Pokemon Lab and Gold and Silver, etc. Welcome back to the final week of Pokemon League Championship Season 5's regular season. It actually did all come down to this season. In previous years, we had it where, like, we already knew who was going into the playoffs maybe 2-3 weeks before the last week. But this one really came down to the wire. We got a lot of really cool matches. I actually have a full commentary team with me today. We've got the good old boy. He's been around for a minute. He always causes trouble, but we like him. What's up, Zach?
Yo!
Boo!
Good to have you.
Boo!
I mean, regardless of how I feel.
Boo!
So, coming up behind him is old school, big boss, homeboy, brother from another mother, the cleaner Jay.
Hey, let's go,
Oh,
Jay!
hey, Jay!
Let's go,
Jay!
Appreciate it, crowd. Appreciate it.
It's good to have you. And then coming up in the last spot of my introductions, but not the last spot in our hearts, I got my boy Dan.
Yo!
Oh God, there it is.
Kind of a mix between cheers and booze. Not really sure.
The crowd's not
Sit
really
the fuck
feeling
down.
it.
Sit down, kid.
All right, so we got a really cool week today. I'm just gonna bust out the first 2 matches and of the ones we don't have the replays for, and then we're just gonna jump right into it. We're not even really gonna do too much team analysis on these first 2 matches either, since they are both of you commentators' matches. I'll let you tell us a little bit about your planning and how you felt, and then like how the match felt to you, and then we'll skip to the results. So Dan, we're starting off with you versus Jay Wade here.
Oh my. So, hold on, let me mute that. There we go. Okay, sorry, I'm watching the stream on my phone.
Oh, it's all good.
Okay, so my starting. Okay, so coming into this match, I had a little bit of pressure, I guess, for the Be More crew, because for this match, beat Jawade, and if I didn't, then Brian has a 0% chance of being able to enter the league playoff. So
yeah,
I actually
this was a big one, yeah, because this was one of the clinchers.
So I was prepping a little bit because I've been going on a little bit of a losing streak, and I haven't really been practicing and testing. So considering I'm going to be in playoffs, so I asked Zach a little bit when we practice, and so for the team we were working on, I was mostly scared about Venusaur because I was seeing what Venusaur was doing with the Max Boost.
You're talking about versus me?
Versus Dwayne.
Yeah, when he fought me last week.
Yeah, when I was just like, man.
Shit out of me. Turned it all around. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, Venusaur is a big deal.
It's a big boy. So I had a few things prepped. So I was shit talking Kelly when I first drafted him, but I think I've fallen in love with the whole. This Pokemon's been really.
Did we finally get a Resolute form now?
No. We're never using that form. Fans. But it's got really good. It's got really good speed here with 108, and it's got really good special attack, and it's got actually not that bad of coverage. The main thing I complain about with Keldeo is that its best ice move is Icy Wind, and that's about it.
Well, yeah,
but
it's got some other water moves. Type, so.
Yeah, so it's just here to get some clean hits, and I packed Air Slash for the Venusaur, which was pretty cool. And then we have Dragapult, which last week against Stephen B, I tried out this eject pack set where just into like a heavy hitting U-turn at least once, just to get the drop on something, get a free switch in. So I kind of was liking that here, so I brought it again. Brought Choice Scarf Gallade. I just want to hit really hard, hit really fast, and it's got psychic coverage for Venusaur. It's also brought Pessimian, which was an option that Zach and I were talking about he might bring. And I also have Leaf Blade packed on it too, so it's another out. Okay. And then we got Sableye, which, oh my god, Sableye was the boy this week. Didn't pack Will-O-Wisp because he doesn't have a lot of physical attackers, but it's got the fake out support, Foul Play, just to get some hits in. And I brought Encore and Quash, because Priority Quash is kind of sexy, and I'm loving it.
Definitely.
And then, And then we brought Roserade. Second time I'm ever bringing it, which finally I'm bringing it again. I put the Focus Sash on it just in case it's another out to Venusaur, and a counter to Jawade's Sun with a Weather Ball for a Fire Stab. And it's also there to take out the Mammoth Swine with a Leaf Storm, and the Focus Sash just to make sure it survives, because that thing ain't gonna live like Icicle Crash or something like that. And then last but not least, we got my girl Big Bertha, the Hippowdon. Tanks so many hits, brought it for the sand to turn off the sun, and it's just gonna soak up the hits from all these special attackers like Venusaur, Ninetales, Charizard, and it's still physically bulky enough to tank hits from Mammoth Swine too.
Yeah, that makes sense. So that a solid team. We don't really need to talk about J-Wade's team as much. He's running Sun with a little bit of water coverage to support not just his Charizard here and his Ninetales, but also the Mammoth Swine in case you decided to go some water attacks on those guys. Fortunately for you, you have other options. And he's bringing in Corsola, G Corsola, maybe trying to force time. I don't know. So we'll switch over to these, right? Like he's just always forcing time. Switch over to these results here. Dan versus J Wade. We're coming in with a clean sweep by Danny Boy.
Jay will be proud with the clean.
Danny took down the weighty boy over there. And that puts J Wade in a weird position because Brian has to. If Brian wins, like even by 1 or 2 points because of how much you beat him by, he actually overcomes J Wade and shoots right into playoffs. So that's a pretty big deal for him. That brings us to the other match we don't have a recording of, which is Jay's. Let's pull that up. So Jay's going up against Justin, who has virtually no chance. Not that he has absolutely no chance, but if he were to beat Jay by 6, and then what just happened to J Wade happened, and Brian lost by a staunch amount as well, Justin had the opportunity to actually pass both of them, but for the most part, like, he was pretty much out. But technically, because of math, he wasn't. So this is Jay's match versus Justin. I got Justin's items showing, so that's really awesome because we get to hear from Jay himself. So why don't you tell us a little bit about this match, what you were feeling going into the match, and how you felt after the match, and did Galarian Rapidash actually do anything?
Going to the match, I was like, damn, I was playing so much Overwatch, I forgot that I even had this match. So I looked at Justin's team, I was just like, okay, I'll go have Trick Room, have just regular stuff, because just why not? I ended up bringing the wrong freaking Rhyperior. This one, it has the same set. The biggest difference was that the one that I sent to Ian like puts this so that the Dynamax levels are already at max. With this Rhyperior, I forgot to put Dynamax candies because I thought it was the same one that I sent to Ian, and it wasn't. So I was like, okay, FML. And then
speaking of my work, Zach had me do a little something this week, and he was like, "Wait, did you remember all the Pokeballs that I had these in previously?" He was like, "Damn." I was like, "Yeah, man, I take pride in my work. All right."
That he does. The champion of the people.
I was like, okay.
Anyway,
continue. I'm sorry.
You see, look, I forget my train of thought. That's why I don't interrupt you. See, that's what I'm saying. So yeah, basic. I had Eviolite. I was gonna put Mentor, but I was like, he's not gonna taunt me first turn. He's not gonna do it, you know. Long story short, I just skipped straight to the match. He did taunt me first turn, and he did get hypnosis off on my Dynamax Rhyperior that was sleeping for 2 turns, and then finally woke up. The last time Dynamax did absolutely nothing the whole game. And then this Orbeetle, man. This Orbeetle put in work. The ally switch was a problem. It was definitely annoying. I was able to pull it out just because smart targeting and just because I still knew like I could win the match. When he Dynamax episode, he didn't really use any boost moves, so I had a Leaf Blade on Surfetch. He didn't have the Grass Berry, so that was fine. And Aegislash was able to take care of the Rapidash, which actually did put in a lot of work. I wanted to see him be a bit more aggressive with it. He was very passive with it to a certain extent. He protected a lot. Didn't really couldn't really do. It did a lot, but he was trying to like predict my protects, and it kind of ended up messing him up because there was a chance where he could have killed some stuff, and he probably could have won the match. From being completely honest, but yeah, man,
Damn.
sometimes that's just how the game goes.
So that switches us over to the results, which kind of were a little bit. So was Galarian Rapidash impressive at all? Like,
It was, but again, just like
oof, terrible picture.
I would just say that he probably just needed to be, because if you have something with Life Orb, you definitely want to be aggressive. He was just
more passive
attacking,
with
protecting, and then it's like after a while it starts to get a bit predictable. And then towards the end, he kind of noticed it, but at that point, I was just like, okay, I can just like Shadow Sneak the thing. It's dead. But he definitely had his chances.
Word. I mean, I see that it was really close actually, 2-0. Sorry to our viewers about the quality of this photo. I've been trying to teach players how to upload directly from their Switch. It hasn't been a popular switch. Anyway, Jay, you took it by 2. It was a close match. You said he even almost had the chance to take it. That's great to hear. Finally, we can get into the real action that we actually have footage of. And Jordan, I really got to talk to you about how to crop these videos. So that brings us to Jordan's video. We're going to fucking just steamroll through this, okay? So Jordan is bringing Rain with screens. That's what that is. He's got an option to do Trick Room, possibly with his Mimikyu, so it's kind of looking like a little mixed Trick Room team. Although with Swift Swim on Barraskewda, I'm assuming he's going full power at this one. Life Orb on the Morpeko, all that stuff. Steven over here, on the other hand, is going Trick Room, it looks like, a little bit. He's got his Alcreme to support. I guess it's kind of both kind of hybrid offensive teams. Although I'm not a big fan of Turtonator. He's bringing it anyway. He's got the Q-Ram, which is a big hitter, and his not just Drampa for the amount of damage, but obviously Gengar always puts out a big threat. So Steven's team is pretty powerful, but I don't know if it's able to take down the quality that we have here on Jordan's team. But we'll see. Everybody ready?
Sure.
All right,
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, go. Trying to speed through this because we do have an event coming up at the end of the stream, which is going to be a real shit show. So, thank you to all the players making this a really quick stream because a lot of these matches aren't very long.
That's what I was gonna say.
And if we speed through the introductions, we can maybe talk about some of the superlatives that we got access to on Zach's end there for the EVs.
That'd be cool. That'd be cool.
All right, so my matches. Let me just. I guess we gotta wait. All right, here we go. Now he's thinking. 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. We're leading Mimikyu. No, we're not. All right, we're going Pelipper. All right, we're going Pelipper and Barraskewda. For those of you wondering, he seems to really be a fan of Focus Sash and Weakness Policy on those two Pokemon. I'm pretty sure I've seen it like every week. Assault Vest always
Right.
on. Yeah, you know, maybe some.
Jotting that down on my notepad.
Jot it all down, guys. So Steven, over here on the left-hand side, starting out the link code, obviously. Oh, Beast Ball and a Heal Ball. I like the Beast Ball choice.
Alcremie and Kyurem lead versus the Rain Core.
So, not great, not terrible. If he had... I mean, obviously, Kyurem has access to Freeze Dry, right?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
that could just shit on both of these Pokemon, specifically the Pelipper, although the Pelipper does have a Focus Sash, so Tailwind is probably going to go up no matter what. And he's trying to already just hit... Oh, God.
And it's dead.
So, not looking forward to playing against Jordan's team. Although I guess I match up a little good against his team with my electricity. Ooh, god
And
damn!
that is more than likely a Specs. again.
I mean, it's
True.
gonna have to be something like that because that shit just, whoa! It just totally OHKO'd the Barraskewda, almost killed Pelipper. The huge amount of damage out of a Dazzling Gleam.
Yeah, I will say that Barraskewda does have like one of the worst like defense in general. I think it's like base like 50
Special
for
defense?
both something. I think it's like both. It's like a glass cannon. Just hits really hard, really fast, but its defense is like terrible.
Word. So Tailwind's up already. We're now really scared of this Alcremie, I believe, if I'm Jordan.
I don't think he's scared of it anymore once he gets these screens set up, because Alcremie doesn't really have too much of a moveful offense.
I mean, the fucking the Dazzling Gleam just hit
Jordan looks
Pelipper
like
really
Casper.
hard. He looks like what?
It looks like Casper the Friendly Ghost.
Oh.
There's
why do you
Lapras.
always pick on Jordan Spitz though? You are
I'm not. I'm
always
just
making-
saying he looks like Casper. Zach, how about you mind your own business? How about that, bro?
Whoa!
Whoa,
But
whoa,
you mind your
why
own
you gotta
business,
go
bro.
after me like that?
Pelipper going for the protect.
Oof. So
And-
he gets to
Just
protect.
because I didn't solidify a trade yet.
Yeah, that's exactly why.
Hey,
Dick.
have any trades
And-
happened? I was at work. Damn, he just OHKO's both dragons gone instantaneously.
And now he sets the Aurora Veil, so he's not getting one shot by definitely anything, even through a G-Max. Oh, look at Dazzling Gleam. Let's see how much this does.
Almost
Man,
nothing.
That shit
The
felt like
fat
that
50
felt like
damage.
that was like a wet noodle, bro. Get that out of here.
So, he must have been feeling pretty good after seeing the outcome of the first Dazzling Gleam and thinking, hey, I'll just OHKO this Lapras too.
Yeah,
But shit doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
man, let's double target this poor Machamp. He just came out. Yo,
Alright.
Pelipper not
Jesus
playing games.
Christ.
Good lord. Look how smug that Lapras is. She's like, I got this.
Alright, with the boost from the rain, not enough to
God.
kill, but enough to kill the Pelipper. So Rain is now out. We're not going to see Rain for the rest of the match, but I guess it doesn't really matter because these Pokemon don't really...
Lapras is good in the rain, but she doesn't desperately need the rain.
Do you think he has Sap Sipper on the Goodra?
No, it had Gooey.
That's fucked, man, because Sap Sipper is so much better for his team.
Or hydration, since like a hydration rest set with the rain would be kind of cute too.
Yeah.
But now we got Alcremie that's starting to melt in the rain, and Gengar probably going to be a G Max.
Totally forgot that I'm doing stuff on the game too. So I'm giving away Pokemon. You know, let me know in chat if you want them or whatever.
Is that a heavy ball on a Gengar? Come on, Steven.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
I always love this thing's Giant Dynamax intro. That thing looks so sick.
I wouldn't want to see that in a forest.
Or anywhere.
Facts.
Big ol' Sludge Bomb. Doesn't matter. The Alcremie was already halfway dead. More than. And we bring the G-Max Gengar with a Max Knuckle.
Oh,
The Veil is still
no.
up, so gonna do nearly nothing. He does get the attack boost, which is irrelevant. I hope. I hope that's not a physical Gengar. But you know,
And Max get
that's
and
something
even
I
if
still
it's
haven't
Jake-
even
yeah.
mastered yet. Is
Yeah,
like,
he just drank all
holy
that water.
shit!
Gen-
Are you kidding me?
Gengar is not a bulky Pokemon, even when you Gigantamax.
I'm just
it.
saying, like, every single... Oh, yeah, fuck it. It's in the rain, whatever. Like, every
Rain,
single
policy.
Pokemon that he's brought out has basically been, like, one-shotted.
Feels good. Feels good, Jordan. Feels good. And now we got a Turtonator, which this
Jordan
thing-
just brought out Goodra to make sure that there was nothing that could, like, get killed.
Mhm.
Yeah,
He's like,
he
I'm
has
padding
some
these
stats.
points. I already lost 2 Pokemon. No more.
Protecting with the Lapras, which, yeah, that's smart. Because he's probably going to double target the Lapras, if anything. Max Ooze gonna come out.
Should have happened last turn.
should have super happened last year. You should have known this thing's weakness policy.
Should have boosted the stat that mattered.
And now the Gengar is going to eat some sludge in its big ass mouth, and it's going to go down.
This poor Pokemon, man. This poor
If
bro.
only it was on a team
Be
that
my boy.
respected it.
I know, right?
It's
It's
YouTube
crazy.
2.0, bro.
Turtonator
Look at that
did
dragon.
almost nothing.
Great.
I was not thinking.
That's a special attack boost to Turtonator, too. Like,
Yeah, well, our Veil is still up, so let's not forget that. But
and
he has
that
Assault
user
Vest.
has Assault Vest.
got to it before you.
Yeah.
Look at this thing. He's not even looking at his opponents like, man, I know if I'm going to get my ass beat. I don't want to look at this shit.
Sludge Bomb.
Yeah, this was pretty much game, unfortunately, for
And
Steven
the
B.
poison, just to add insult to the injury. An Ice Beam. Why would you not just do Water Stab?
Hydro Pump. Yes, that's what.
I guess he's just
He
worried
was
about
afraid of
this.
missing on this. You see how dangerous this Turtonator is? He was afraid of missing.
You would have got... Whatever. Oh, the Veil's down! The Veil's down! Oh, the game is over! Steven's about to have a comeback!
He gets a second Dynamax with Turtonator, fully heals, and takes the poison off.
All of a sudden, Gengar comes back. It was fucking an illusion the whole time.
Gengar pulling an Itachi.
You're already dead. Jordan's just like, ah! But no, that's not what
Jordan
happens.
Jordan said he missed his match.
Oof, and that again with the Ice Beam, whatever, it doesn't matter. But that brings us to the end of that match.
A 4-0.
And a 4-0 on Jordan's part. Clean 4-0. Love to see it. Stephen B, sorry, you're gonna be down in the Reds with some of us.
Can't say shit yet.
Some of us.
Some of us.
So that brings us to I am Kid Sid versus Brian. Where is this motherfucker? He's been talking about commentating his matches, forgive me, for weeks. Can we? Oh, look, he's in the chat. How about you? Why don't you come on down?
Or come on in.
Come on down. Commentate your own match. Do the work for us. No? Maybe?
Oh, fuck. I mean, like, I can't.
Some people have Discord on their phone. It's like not a big deal.
Yeah, I just go to my phone. Like,
You know, just walk around
Wow.
doing things
Yeah.
while
I
you
have
talk
things
about
to
your
do.
match.
He's legit.
I mean, all right. So that doesn't mean shit to me. What? All right, whatever. We'll just. I'll commentate his match. So Steven's team sucks. Brian's team over here is looking really cool. We've got a lot of the usual suspects over here. His Corviknight, I think he's brought every week. Noivern has seen a lot of play. His Tyranitar's finally coming out to play some big games after he only got to use it like once, right?
Yeah.
Hello?
Hey, oh God.
Hello?
Hey, what's going on?
Hello?
Is this thing on? Is
Yeah.
this thing on?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey,
So,
you want to talk
what
about
are we
your
doing?
team?
yeah, I mean, it's the same exact team that I brought the week before.
Oh, you didn't change anything?
No.
That's
No, I take that back. I changed Steelix from having Assault Vest to putting a weakness policy.
everybody
which
like the big
kinda
boys
fucked
with the
that.
weakness policy now.
Yeah, but that ended up kind of fucking me because, spoiler alert, but, it is what it is.
So, I see that you brought the same team that you brought last week. Tell us what was going through your head.
Honestly, just because typically when I play test Zach with Zach, I'll just bring the week prior to and kind of make adjustments based off of that because the week before works, I gotta be able to pick and choose from there. So that,
okay.
I mean, it worked. I think we only played how many matches, Zach?
We only played like a couple, like about
2?
2 or 3.
Yeah. I mean, at that point, I was just kind of like, you know what?
I
it was-
also didn't put too many matches into my training for my week.
Yeah. So.
But so Brian's team rounding it out with the Mr. Mime. Let's just get into it. We'll start this off. It looks like Steven set us up to succeed here. Let's see. Everybody ready?
Yes, sir.
All right, 1,
Yep.
2, 3, go. So presumably he just hasn't picked his final Pokemon, and then he exits the chat. Okay.
And then he's gone.
All right, so now we're in. We're here. We're coming for the match.
Get a match of a lifetime. Let's go. Same background.
Brian has the chance with a win. He only really has to win by 1 to actually go to playoffs on his
He
first
just needs,
year.
not lose.
Just don't lose. I mean, how hard is it?
One problem I'm seeing here is that while Steven Kid Sid does have answers to dark types, I still would have really brought the Dragon here. IMHL.
So do you want to defend that, Zach?
He talked to me about it. I felt like it was a bad idea because he has so many fairy types that he uses like every week. So it's like, in my opinion, it was not a good idea.
Oh, Steven has a lot of fairy types, yeah. And then on this team, we see none?
He has no.
So
here I'm gonna scream because Brian told me what happened with you, and he was like, "Well, I'm just gonna psychic the Salazzle and double target it because he's not gonna fake out the Mr. Mime, bruh. This Mr. Mime is weak to a Shadow Ball, and there's a thing with 145 base special attack, Shadow Ball. Why would he not get the free kill?"
Yeah.
So the Mr. Mime goes down doing literally nothing because its fake out got outspent. Well, I was actually going to go for psychic instead of fake out, but either way,
It wasn't going to make a difference either because it's like
He would have had
He
to
had
switch or protect to have any
if he
success
protected,
in
he
that.
would have got encored. Yeah.
Yeah, he probably would have had to switch just to make that work, and then something would have had to eat a massive,
And I think
Shadow Ball.
I think he frisked the chandelier, finding out that it was scarfed.
It was
So
scarfed,
it didn't
yeah.
matter.
So here comes in Steelix, right? No?
Potentially. Possibly.
No.
Maybe.
Fuck it, Flygon.
Look at this ability, man. It's got Rock Head with no moves that have recoil. Where the fuck's the Head Smash? Or like
Yeah,
the
or-
double move?
Or really, just the other ability then at that point. You know,
Yeah,
like
Fear Force, man. What's have been sexier? So he's gonna get the Shadow out here, probably expecting a Scald plus a Shadow Ball from Noivern.
he probably wants to keep flinches on the rock slides.
Yeah.
Draco
Meteor gonna
Meteor
come out.
does not shit to a steel type. Oh wait, it does alright.
That-
Actually, that's a good amount
That
of
did a
damage.
decent chunk, to be honest. I thought that was gonna do way less.
Yeah, I actually thought that was gonna be way less too. Sludge Bomb hits the Noivern decently hard, and it's poison. God damn, this week's RNG.
And Toxapex going for the free Scald, and that's gonna trigger the weakness posse, but damn, look at that. Toxapex ain't even a hard hitter too, but Steelix's special defense is just not that great, especially with no Assault Vest. So he's got the weakness posse boost, but like he's the slowest thing on the team right now, and he's not really gonna be able to take any hit. So it's kind of like a wasted item.
So, Noivern can tell my match. Fuck you, Steven. So, it's like feeling this Flygon now. And we want to get a sweet little rock slide off, because that's going to do... What? No? We're just going to Earthquake? Okay. Just Earthquake
That
with the
was
Levitate. He doesn't want to deal with Toxapex. Boom Burst.
Burst
Jesus.
gonna do nothing because of that special attack drop.
Yep.
Toxapex is gonna take up the Steelix for full. That feeling when Toxapex outspeeds the Steelix
Wow.
feels bad, man.
Worst switch ever.
I think it was the MVP of the team this week, honestly. So we're gonna cough.
Yeah. The Noivern just dying slowly. Ray vulnerable for one hit KO. Raichu over here looking tough.
Look His
Flygon.
spice.
Ooh.
He's gonna max light to set up the electric terrain for the Alolan Raichu to get that electric surf.
Okay.
It'll be the fastest thing alive.
Just hit the Noivern, man. Fuck it, right?
Just clap it, man. What's it
Alright,
gonna do? Screw you?
here we go. And he withdraws the Noivern. Big brain plays by Steven. I'm sorry, Kid Sid. Gotta keep that right. Level ball, that's a sexy Pokeball right there.
Get giant bug dragon. You can see its anime weeaboo regular eyeballs.
Man, I keep forgetting that I'm supposed to be doing stuff on trade.
Whoa, I did not like that sound.
What is that?
Talk to Steven about that one.
So
Paralyzed! Oh my god!
Paralyzed.
What is this RNG?
Your max lighting does about half damage to the toxic types.
Can you stop that, Steven?
What am I doing? I'm not.
Stop spanking your jelly, bro.
Ice beam on the Toxapex for half the damage.
And the leftovers
Man.
comes into effect.
Yeah, I actually kind of wonder, like, what if he brought a weakness policy Toxapex? This shit just lives hits, yo. Like,
Interesting. Like if you just max it right there and just like hitting
yeah,
with
just absorb them hits and just kill shit. Like,
I just
that
like
shit
that far ahead.
disgusting.
Fine.
It's
He
got
just wants to
recover.
do the single. He just wants to do the single set.
That's all he knows.
Flygon smirking like, bitch, I'm about to wreck you. This poor Caparaja already has a speed stat of a snail, or is now slower, and can paralyze itself. It's really unfortunate, because Caparaja is definitely a big threat, but not right now.
It's huge.
Going for the Baneful Bunker, expecting a double target,
It's a huge
and
thing.
the Thunderbolt could have come out and not hit that. And here's Max Quake on the Caparaja.
Oh.
God damn, that's a lot of damage.
Caparaja got a lot of HP, but no bulk.
Fuck you, bro.
Elephant goes down without really doing much.
Toxapex.
Kind of what happened to Spoke.
Yeah, Toxapex just sitting there, menacingly.
Kind of menacingly. It was like, I'm here. Noivern gonna come back out. And here, I gotta scream at Brian, just because he needs the
He
If you're
probably,
the-
I don't think
Go
that
ahead.
he knows. I don't think that he knows about Electric Surf.
He doesn't. That's the thing. Because, like, usually when I like to look up, like, certain Pokemon if I'm not familiar with them, just to see what abilities they might have and what stats they might have. Because, like, sure, there's a timer for each turn, but you still have,
Yeah, a
Just
little
go
bit of
on and
time.
smoke.
Yeah.
Smoke on a Cerebi or something like that, and, like, check something really quick. Like, shit, what's this thing's speed tier? Or what's its ability? Because, like, he brought the Noivern out expecting he was going to outspeed whatever to get a free Joker Meteor on the Flygon. But if Raichu goes for the free Thunderbolt for the knockout,
Boosted by the electric terrain too.
which that definitely didn't even matter.
But yeah, I mean at that point, but you know, still.
And how this Flygon's just going to give us special defense boosts.
Fucking Kid Sid hit me up and was like, I think I got this, and I was like, already? And he was like, well, you know, it's only a couple turns in, but I'm pretty sure I got it. And I was like, that's what I said when I was playing J-Wade last week. And he was like, don't you fucking jinx me.
Steven, we tried. He wasn't trying to test or nothing. We tried.
Because Yu-Gi-Oh's more important, man. You got to play that Adamant.
But they're not even having events.
Yeah, he plays all online. He plays online like every day.
Well, that's how he keeps his skill, I guess.
On Pokemon, it's definitely a much more fun.
Steven about to earthquake his Raichu? Okay.
He's done his job. He can die now. So now Brad is down to Tyranitar and Corviknight, his two biggest threats. But problem with his biggest threats.
Damn,
That's
Steven
the-
really said fuck you, right? What happened? Okay, never mind. He's gonna protect.
Do I click protect or do I kill myself?
I thought we were friends.
Come on, man. After you set up the electric chamber for me, this is how you gonna do me?
All right. Maxing.
So,
Relaxing.
you can max either thing here, but it's definitely the Tyranitar.
I'd max the bird, to be honest.
I would max the bird just to get them max flying speed boosts. If anything. Like, Corviknight's not times 4 weak to anything, but Steven got
That electric terrain Raichu ain't no joke. Fuck that.
it's gonna
That bitch gotta go.
And fucking go fuck yourself. Here comes an earthquake. Now, he has a choice band, so that's a big deal.
nice sets of the tailwind.
Also, another good mon that would have been great to put a weakness policy on.
Corviknight?
No, it's Citar.
True. Max Darkness comes out though, and it does take out the
Jeez.
Flygon. Man, this thing looks so menacing on the Dynamax though.
It deserves a G-Rex.
It doesn't.
It doesn't.
It does. Full assumption, but no, you're wrong.
I forgot that Steven had his strongest Pokemon still in his team, not even touched. This Hitmonchan is like the MVP. I don't
Yo,
think
fuck that shit.
This Hitmonchan is like a god. Look at this, about to knock out
Repeater
this.
ball. You know why it's in a repeater ball? Because he keeps racking up the fucking KOs. He repeats it every time.
He brought back that
Yeah,
Hitmonchan.
Use Psychic on that T-Tar.
He brought the Hitmonchan to go to Brian, so it could be like, remember when you dropped me from week 1, bro? Remember when you said I wasn't good?
Yeah, bullet punch.
There you go. There you go. Right?
Bullet
You're
punch.
gonna want to hit.
Thunderbolt.
you-
There we go. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Look.
And
Boom! These are menace.
And then the
And this
Thunderbolt and the
might be an
Force.
Oko with the
That's no
terrain. Yes, it will.
No.
Yeah.
Boom.
No protect from the Big Bird.
Steel Spike coming in on the fairy. Wait, it's a psychic type. Oh, it's
Yeah.
Hitmonchan.
Look,
Hitmonchan, too.
look at that champion. 10 health, bro.
Let's boost
And the
defense
berry.
when we're
What a
at 40.
berry. What a champ.
Just ripping it open.
Let's just boost our defense when our HP is at like 40.
Here we go. Mach Punch and Thunderbolt. That's all we need.
Oh no, the terrain's gone.
Has to be the Mach Punch, bro.
Please click this button. Click.
Uh,
Max guard.
You see the
Max
thing
guard
that
for the last turn.
you see the thing that says who
Look at
always
this.
goes first.
Look at this. Look at how symbolic that is. Clinching the number 2 seed with the MVP, KOing this big ass dinosaur. That's what I'm talking about, bro. Look at that.
Whew.
That's beautiful.
And Brian
Man with a
is defeated.
man with a 2/2, don't lie. Just give him the 4-0 clean.
That means, in no small terms, with what we're aware of already, that Jay Wade is the final person to make playoffs.
Yes,
Thinks it
sir.
And
You
that
know-
means that Brian's team will drop to the wire at 9 o'clock.
Which is terrifying.
Brian's fate was decided when he picked that ugly ass avatar. the
His fate was
crazy eyes.
decided. His fate was decided when he didn't beat this policy Dynamax and Toxapex.
Exactly. So, the thing is, Brian, I'm sorry, you played.
Wow, that you just mistook Jordan for Jay.
What?
That's fucked up. Huh, Steven in the Twitch chat.
Oh, that's bad. How could he?
That's Jordan, bro.
How could he do
You
that?
better apologize. You better apologize, man.
Alright, I'm sorry, I'm setting an alarm for Wire. And so Brian takes the L and he ends up just flaming out on the end of the his first season, but that's okay because it is his first season.
Jordan's just like, dang.
All right, so that brings
real
us to the next match, which is actually Zach's. Zach, so you and I did some practice for this match. I didn't really bring a lot of what he brought, but we practiced. You went through a couple different team variations before you settled on this. What would you say you like most about the team that you brought?
I like the team that I brought because I was kind of just like, this was my whole plan. I was like, you know what? I could fake them out, making them think I'm going to lead Trick Room and DD Hatterene.
And just chat, lighten
kind
it
of
up.
fuck. Yeah, just kind of fuck with them.
Just fuck with them a little bit.
I was kind of like, I'm just going to go for the memes here. That was my whole game plan. I was going to go for the memes. Make it or break it.
So, that's how you want to describe your team here?
Yeah, it's all memes, bro. I got the Babiri Berry just in case the Duraludon was still alive. It's a Steel Resist Berry, so I know, like, Stalwart, like, makes it so that Indeedee following me is useless. So, I definitely wanted that in the back burner. My whole game plan, honestly, was, like, Duraludon needs to go, and that's really about it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fuck the rest of that shit, right? We can just rockfall that.
Yeah.
Alright, so Mike over here, coming in hot with the Bird of Justice and the Duraludon that he got from Jay, which was a surprise trade shift, but he's got a really awesome Pokemon in there. He's following that up with we'll watch the match. I think it's a support bird there, Togekiss, and then Hitmontop with Fake Out. Zach's team is extremely weak to fighting, so he's probably also got Mach Punch and Close Combat, although Zach has a few Psychic types and Ghosts too, so it's tricky there. Presumably some type of like eject button or assault vest, and Persian coming in with a Fake Out and Parting Shot support, and the Coffergigas there to set up Trick Room, presumably. I don't know. Hit you with Will-O-Wisp, I guess, on the...
I refuse to say that mom's name either.
Yeah, you definitely shouldn't say that mom's name, but we're just... You guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, go. We're zooming through this one.
Him and his regional variant are banned from my mouth.
Oh my god.
Dude, do you not remember what he said?
I remember what he said.
I think I clipped that shit.
I don't know how you mispronounced that name. Like,
it's honestly not that hard. I honestly don't.
It is that hard.
It's really not.
Sometimes it's got to be intentional.
His name got jumbled in my mouth.
It must have been all that fake ZD.
Yeah, Big ZD messing up the way to say Runarigas.
Thank you, Dan. Thank you.
Come on, son. You can't disrespect his name like that. That's what his parents gave him.
I'm not even gonna try.
Alright. Ooh, Tower God coming in hot with these.
I see this lead and I'm like, yes. I laid it exactly like I wanted it to.
Why would you lead into Zach's play? I hate Zach's
to be fair,
play.
I don't know, Duraludon lead is definitely safer. Is like a safe bet, like just in case if he bleeds the Trick Room core, that's it. I would have probably led Coffergigas instead of the Wardle, just because like push comes to shove, you could it might have imprisoned Trick Room, or it's just gonna be an annoying.
Steve is so stupid.
Shut the fuck up! I did not. I did not.
So fuck it, Dynamax. Why not? Let's lead
If
it
I
out.
did do anything, it was like a GGA. I don't know.
Whoa! Whoa!
Whoa, Zach! Whoa, bro! Whoa!
Whoa!
Kid Boo,
I didn't even
Kid
do
Boo looking ass.
All right, so Aquajet goes off, triggering both Weakness Policy and Steam Engine. Not necessarily in that order.
This is like my favorite combo in like the entire game, to be honest. Like this whole Aqua Jet's the steam engine, because now this thing is about to fucking clap that bird. Look at it, look at it. Whoop whoop.
That's
Look at that.
I'm sorry.
Big rock. Big
Oh
rock.
my god.
And it leaves that those rocks on the ground, man. Those shits are so fucking annoying.
Yo, they
Damn,
take,
yeah.
they take chunks.
I'm sorry, man. I
The
just
Pick later has a malfunction and zaps the Intelia. Luckily, it's got a focus sash.
boom, just like almost a quarter right there.
That did a fair amount of damage.
That's what
I
I'm
thought that did
saying.
way
Every
less.
turn on both Pokemon, what the fuck?
It is really good. I love that shit.
Eddie Gordo.
Let's intimidate the special attacking rock and the special attacking lizard.
Hit him with the max grass, Zach. Fuck it.
Liepard Max Grass.
I was like, I had a hard decision to make. I was like, I could take out this Hitmon top, but I'm like, this tower's got to go.
Yeah,
Even
fuck
though I
yeah.
wasn't,
Not my
even though
boy.
I was expecting to switch, but I couldn't chance.
Wonder if these eggs want to hatch.
Such a big rock.
A huge rock.
He's a big rock with rocks poking out of his rocks.
Big fucking rock.
And he's
Rocks
got
on
some
rocks.
And he's got some dirt,
Alright,
pushes out.
smart.
Power.
Don't want to lose that
Dirt.
Duraludon.
It's a hardcore name, Mike. Goddamn.
Protect expecting the fake out on the hit
That
mark.
motherfucker's not in my bracket.
This is gonna still do a fair amount of damage to this coffin, though.
A huge chunk. And was that Protect?
No.
No.
Oh, okay. And then he's gonna get hit with the rocks at the end of the turn. Close combat, hitting hard. God
Oof.
What the fuck?
damn.
What the fuck's a CC?
Nothing.
Should he have like Dynamax the hit mark?
At that point, right? Like
I would have
Steven is being toxic in the chat.
that would have done really good
That would
work.
have been worse damage. It would have been 90 base power.
For close combat?
Yeah. Because fighting and poison specifically have worse power than their counterparts.
Because they
Because-
do a shit ton, or they increase the
They boost your
stat.
stats, so they have more base power.
Oh, never mind.
yeah,
that
man.
would've been
Dan, know your shit.
Hey,
Whoa.
Man, every single time I use a max fighting, it's still usually one Oko something.
Yeah, it probably wouldn't have OHKO'd the Stone Cold, but it would have given him the boost that he needed, and he would have been bulky enough to kind of be like a big deal, but he's not that big a deal right now. He's kind of a small
He's,
deal.
Yeah.
he's
Look,
pretty small.
Steven. He was on tilt.
Yeah, you guys take a
Okay.
long time for your moves. God damn. Holy shit.
Man,
That's what he was.
should
That's
I
what he was saying. He was like,
Should I
I'm like, dude, like he's looking at this big ass rock. He's on tilt, and now right here, right, I'm like thinking in my head, I have to play around ally switch. So I'm like, snipe shot will take out the Hitmontop no matter what.
Oh wow, not like this.
Yeah.
I don't like this double switch, to be honest, but
It works
Yeah.
sometimes, but I wouldn't say it worked this time.
look at this
I would say it the opposite of worked.
This Colossal is about to tear the fucking house down. He has the sun up. He has the weakness policy. He's a fast boy. He has the rocks. Like, Lord have mercy.
He's just like, look
And then-
over there.
And now we're shooting cats in the street. What the fuck's going on this game?
Oh my god, dude! And the G-Max volcano rocks hit normal.
Everything that comes up fighting through flames.
It's looking
Majesty.
tough.
Alright, so we got rock slide on this shit, right?
Swing has ancient power.
Oh, ancient
Yeah,
power.
special attack.
Just in case.
does.
Special attack.
I know, but you know, you get the boost, why not? Right?
Oh, he just dropped some rocks on his top right
Do
there.
it.
You saw.
Just do it.
Let's hit this bird with some rocks. We've been hitting birds with rocks since we were born. Let's keep doing it.
Normal is gonna come in and probably parting shot, I would say, or fake out,
Fake
maybe?
out.
Fake out, yeah, he's definitely gonna fake out. Like, what the fuck?
I'm gonna clap some cheeks real quick.
I don't know if I
Before
would
the-
have protected with,
Swing- Yeah, I agree with that.
because, like, if he was gonna fake out and kill it, he would have, but then it, you know what I mean? It's a win-win if you just double attack. But we'll see.
I'm assuming he's probably gonna max it so because probably has like I don't know, like aura spear on it, some shit. Who
Oh, that
knows?
makes total sense. Love ball, that's probably what Jay said. So yes, the Togekiss.
Oh,
We lit.
look at them little beans. We're gonna get the protect. And he goes for the cheek clap but on the rocks. Look at that little bit. Like 2 damage.
Max Airstream for the speed boost.
Yeah, and still takes out him through protect.
Through the protect. Could have got a hit in. But, you know, he didn't.
But he did.
Let's see if we get a shiny Eevee egg. Come on, shiny Eevee. Don't be a dick.
Bro, Colossal didn't even do anything that turn and still did damage.
Yeah, free damage. I mean, G-Max Wildfire, same kind of deal, you know?
Indeed. That one got weird, yo.
Triggers his own seeds. Follow me. Look over here.
Look over here, I just ate a seed. What you gonna do about it? Going for the max start is fighting the rock.
Makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
Follow me goes off. And I like this because he has the taunt on normal. So now
Ooh.
he can only use psychic.
That's
After
probably
this
why
turn.
he didn't fucking trade it to me this week, you piece of shit.
Whoa.
Whoa, this is a hostility going in here for a cat, yo.
I wanted that cat. That fat-cheeked motherfucker.
Jeez.
Now, G's like, come on, man. Do I click psychic or do I click psychic?
I'm gonna go with Psychic.
It's the wrong choice. You should have gone for psychic.
Yeah, I don't know why it wasn't.
Oh, and then quash. And then he goes to the max knuckle. Still can
Ooh.
take out Stone
Whoa,
Cold.
bulky, bro. It's so bulky. Jesus
That
Christ.
rock takes hits, yo.
He takes hits and then psychic comes out for a little bit. Ancient power. Oof.
If I was a smarter player, I would have took more advantage of this weather and just heat waved everything.
See, this is where I was weird because like he had the weakness policy on. So why did he quash the Stone Cold when you were definitely going to outspeed the Togekiss? So you would have hit it first. If weakness policy would have gone off, that probably would have one-shot the Stone Cold.
You know, his motivations are a mystery to a lot of people.
I'm probably going to not hit Colossal. And we're going to go for a Dazzling Gleam, expecting to hit both. But we're only going to hit E20L.
See, he's thinking with his head, he's like, I'm gonna do an attack that hits both Pokemon.
So you're going to leave you in the red.
bet you have an egg for me. Send that shit to the box. I don't need it right now.
Steven, how do we know fake out's coming before?
Alright, so still a really shitty position to be in.
And he foul plays the Toriel instead of hitting the Colossal or quashing the
And he
now they Heat waiting for the double knockout. Yeah, hate to see it.
taunt is over too.
It's pretty much game, right? I think he has just
One
He has
or
one
two.
single Pokemon remaining.
Yeah, he's got Gordo.
Coming back in. Tough. And your grave.
Oh yeah, and this thing I forgot didn't die.
Three. Got it. We're going for 5 eggs, you guys.
I guess Protect's fine. Yeah.
One more egg. And we're in. Alright, so, I mean, you know, I don't have to spell it out for you. It's pretty much
Mike wins, right?
He said, remember this on stream, and I don't know if he was like, remember that he said this, or was he saying...
I guess he was
like,
he
fuck
didn't want to
you,
repeat
remember this,
himself.
I'm coming hard this year, and somehow gonna end up in my brother's bracket. Again. Just again. Brother's bracket again. Every year. Alright,
So yeah,
so...
basically my whole game plan was just like, I'm just playing around.
So it's like it wasn't even your grave.
It wasn't even your grave.
It was his grave. I'm digging my own.
Yeah, you probably are. For those of you in here, it's looking like we're extending the final wire. I mean, 9 o'clock is going to start as normal, but you have until 3 p.m. Monday to make your trades and wire picks, apparently.
Yeah, I'm gonna post that in that.
Heatwave just Okos. Could have done that earlier on 2 Pokemon. Didn't want to. Not a big deal.
It's not a big deal.
It was a helping hand.
And that makes the game go boom. So,
Come on. Went to the home screen.
You guys can hear me, right?
yeah, we
Yeah.
can hear you, dude. Why
Okay, yeah. And I was having trouble with my headset earlier.
Alright, so I literally, like, the second that the match starts is when I started
Damn,
recording.
Ian. Can
Yeah,
I see the teams, bro? Holy
I know,
shit.
right? Like, so you gotta pause it and then go back to 0 seconds. I was like, oh, I gotta hit record. So, coming in against a Reese, he's got double weather. I got 1 weather, you know. His double weather is really intimidating. I mean, Gigalith is super powerful. He got his Torkoal again, Prankster, Riolu, Bronzong, Trick Room. Some really cool strats there that you'll see in the match, probably. And then, you know, Mr. Rhyme, or sorry, that's Mime Galar, right?
Yes.
That
Yeah.
shit sucks. But the Vileplume's pretty cool. Over on my team, I'm bringing in the sashed, Ninetales, trying to make it sure that it lives at least 1 hit because I want to do more than 1 attack. And then I accidentally brought double Mako Berry. I actually meant to put Figgy Berry onto the Haxorus, and I imported it from another team that I was using like a different week, and I forgot to change the berry. That's on me. But Figgy does the same thing as Mago, and it didn't even come up, so it's not a big deal. Life Orb on the Arcanine to do a lot of good damage on his Pokemon. He has a couple Pokemon weak to fire. I put Close Combat on it because he has some Pokemon that are weak to fighting, you know, shit like that. Levitate, Rotom Wash. There to just do some big hits, probably eat some hits, and heal if it can. I got Air Balloon on the Raichu so it survives, and Weakness Policy on the Araquanid so I can do big damage. But everybody's pretty much seen what Araquanid can do, so it's kind of dangerous to just like have it out there when there's a giant rock Pokemon on the opposing team. Everybody ready?
Yup.
Alright, 1, 2, 3, and we're off. We're literally in it now. Here comes the match. I love my card. I don't give a fuck what you say. Anyway.
No EVs.
Aris sleeping on me in his trainer card. Bronzong and Riolu coming out. So this is a really interesting thing that I'll point out.
This was a sick lead.
Yeah, it's a sick lead. I could have definitely countered it really well, but I ended up doing kind of a hybrid of what I should have done. So I go for Fake Out on the Bronzong just cause I want to. And then I decide to do Liquidation on the Riolu. If I had faked out the Riolu, it would have been just game right here.
It's safe to fake out or like taunt a Bronzong because most of the time it's just there to set up for a crew, maybe use hypnosis or something like that. It's
yeah, exactly. So if I had faked out the Riolu, it just would have been fucking game. But I'm not as smart as Aris is. This is a Levitate. Yeah, he's really taking a long time to decide. I mean, it's kind of hard against this lead because like he doesn't really have anything on that team that's going to do, or on that side that's going to do a whole lot of damage to what I have out right now. But he is going to max the Bronzong and go into a Max Guard.
Yeah.
So Max Guard has priority, obviously, so that comes out first. All the protects and everything happen first.
Big ass bell, yo. Big ass bell.
Big bell. He goes for Max Guard. I go for the Fake Out. If I had done Riolu, awesome. If I didn't, I did this, and then he goes for Copycat. So the Copycat copies the last move that was used. He uses Fake Out on my Raichu. It's not a big deal. I'm feeling great. Like, I did lose my Air Balloon, but whatever. Liquidation goes off and almost kills the Riolu in one hit. Now, I have an opportunity to do some damage to the opposing team, or, like, switch out. Like, I don't know what I want to do, so going for the Thunderbolt on the Bronzong, because I want to do some damage to that. And I felt like he was gonna protect with the Riolu, but I should have just targeted it. That's my bad.
Bell's like, damage? What does that mean?
Yeah.
Oh man, it's defense spell though.
So he rock falls with that howl. And that is going to be enough to kill my spider. And unfortunately, the Riolu... Okay.
Riolu's using Howl.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright, so Riolu takes a little bit of chip damage, not a big deal. I'm kind of like upset I lost my spider. You know, whatever. Predictable kind of situation that we're in here. I'm sure he has Levitate on the Bronzong, but I have Mold Breaker, so that's irrelevant to my dragon. And I can just get a free kill, but he's going to actually use Max Guard again, and here's why. So his Max Guard is going to go off second to my Protect. If I hadn't done Protect, like this... Yeah, it still would have happened. Anyway, so I go for Protect, he goes for Max Guard. Now, Copycat copies the last move that was used, but it can't copy a max move, so it copies the move that was in the place of the max move, which in this case is Priority Trick Room, which we kind of saw preseason, and somebody used that in, not one of the players, but we saw a clip of somebody using that in preseason. It's a pretty cool little strategy there. So that's what he was trying to do turn one, but because Fake Out had priority over Copycat, he copied the Fake Out. And Riolu does go down after setting a Trick Room. Doesn't matter, he did what he was supposed to do.
That's fire. That's a fire strat.
That's like
Holy
thing.
Yeah, I mean, it is kind of,
Oh
I mean, he's
God.
used it now, so, like, he's unlikely to use it flippantly again, but that is a pretty cool
Obviously,
strategy.
you should have first
awesome.
impression to Riolu.
What?
Obviously, you should have first impression to Riolu.
Yeah, obviously.
That would have been
Okay,
actually would have been kind of sick, to be honest. It was like, what the why?
Yeah, why does he got first impression? Because, bro, I think ahead. Alright,
Stress?
I
so
noticed Riolu's dangerous.
I'm upset because I can't really switch with my Earthquaker because he has Mold
Look at
Breaker.
them two mango berries just staring you in the face.
We already talked about that.
Yes.
So
Nice try, Zach.
I'm just like, fuck, man. Like, these two are faster than me. They're definitely gonna kill me. Can I go for the Double Protect? Because my Raichu's wasted and I don't want to waste another Pokemon. So I decided to go for a Double Protect just in case. He's gonna die anyway because they're both faster. And it fails. And then Gyro Ball comes out and takes my Dragon totally out of the picture.
God
With
damn.
the Howl boosts, you know? Gigalith does Earthquake, but now, because that doesn't have Mold Breaker, it's gonna levitate, it's gonna protect his Pokemon and my mouse. I lose both my Pokemon in that transaction. Sucked balls. I'm kind of, Mega Berry didn't even matter. I'm kind of like, what do I do now? Obviously, I need to reduce the attack that's out there because it's like monstrous. And I bring in my Intimidator to do some of that. I gotta wait out this Trick Room, but I don't really have the materials to do that either. So we're in kind of a tricky spot here. I go ahead and just protect, trying to waste a turn of that Trick Room. And then with Outcast, yeah, we got 3 turns, man. You gotta, do what you do, I guess. Maybe? Sure. Flare Blitz. No? Alright. That's what I thought. So protect. And then I decide, fuck it, I'm gonna Will-O-Wisp this Gigalith, because that shit is way too powerful. And RNG Gods have my back. He goes for a Rock Slide. I avoid it. He goes for Stone Edge, and he targeted the Arcanine. So I get my Will-O-Wisp off, and it works. I'm feeling pretty fucking good about it. Sandstorm takes a little chip. Now I haven't maxed. He's maxed. I'm realizing I'm at a little bit. I'm not at an advantage necessarily, but like, I'm not being shit on either. So I already used Protect. I'm deciding if I want to swap in. I only have 1 Pokemon left. You're an idiot. Don't do it. Fuck it. Just lean into it. I really realistically can't shift my Arcanine at this point. So I'm just going to try to hope that it survives an attack and I can get a Flare Blitz off. I just max Geyser the shit out of Gigalith to change the weather. Oh man, I can't wait till we get to the part that I'm pissed off about.
Big washy wash.
Big wash.
It's a big ass washing machine.
So fresh, so clean.
Whose clothes can even? Whose clothes
true
do
cleaner.
they need that for, yo?
Marceline avoids the attack. I was like, yeah, my girl! And then he uses Stone Edge and it doesn't avoid it. But it eats it because of the attack damage loss, and the Max Geyser goes off, changing the weather and doing a fuck ton of damage to this Gigalith in the range where Burn's gonna kill it. And then Flare Blitz is able to, I know, right? Flare Blitz is able to hit the Bronzong for kill, or maybe not with the rain. I don't know. Is it enough with the Life Orb? he got his weakness policy off. Big deal. Fucking burn. Flare Blitz is enough in the rain to take down the Bronzong because it has Levitate.
It has a defense drop also.
Heath Bruce. Yeah, I also dropped his defense with the liquidation. And then the burn takes it down. And I'm feeling like sweet, you know?
Still winnable, you know?
It's a win-lose situation here. So now, what I should have done is set up electric terrain. I don't know if that music is copywritten or not, if they'll let us use that. I don't want to fuck around with it, though. So, he's got that out there. I need to waste a turn of this. He's got, like, one more turn of Trick Room. So, I need to waste it and change weather if I can. I should have, instead, I know, we want to change weather, but no. What I should have done is Max Lightning.
Why do you say Max? No.
Because those two Pokemon, you know, yeah, with the Sun, he's going to do a good amount of damage.
Oh, I think I know what's about to happen. I think that's why you said that. Okay.
So I go for Max Geyser instead of Max Lightning. Dumbass move, I guess. Torkoal takes a big chunk. I'm feeling good about it, but then this shit happens. So he uses Sleep Powder. Now, if I use Max Lightning, I wouldn't have been able to go to sleep.
True, but I don't think that's a dumbass move on your part, though.
Because, I mean, yeah, it's... Like,
Now I'm hoping to wake up. That's where I'm at now. So, Torkoal's in kill range, but he's probably going to be smart about it. I'm going to just Flare Blitz, even though I just set up the rain. Just double target. If I wake up, I wake up. You know, if somebody dies, you know, switch in, whatever. Hey, what's going on?
You would have been put to sleep.
Not
Electric
with...
terrain only works on Pokemon that aren't levitating, bro.
Oh, shit.
Oh.
Comes in with the clean fucking facts.
And that fucking Vileplume literally lived with 1 HP.
Yeah, so I
Oh, wow.
I
That's
don't
unfortunate.
I don't wake up.
Yeah, your
Now
rain fucked it.
I don't wake up, and I know that he has
Please
no he has no fucking he has no stab on that fucking, or grass stab on that Vileplume, otherwise he would have used it on the Rotom. So if I can wake up, I can win. I think he has Fake Out, so I go for the Protect here.
Yeah, I ain't too sure about that one, Chief.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all. I would have said, fuck it, I'm gonna go out swim.
So he withdraws Vileplume, presumably for Torkoal. Sunlight turns harsh. I go for Protect. I guess I was thinking, you know, he might bring in on the other side. He might bring in Torkoal where Mime was, and then he would have been faster. And I don't know. I'm a dumbass. Whatever. So now I lose, but not before taking somebody with me. Fuck you, Torkoal! Torkoal's done. Mr. Mime gets a Calm Mind off, and I'm absolutely aware that there's no winning this situation now.
He's just dancing so intimidating. It's crazy.
How could he be so calm-minded if he's just tap dancing like that? So crazy.
Out comes the Vileplume. And I'm just gonna like fucking try to risk the Blizzard, see if it works. And I think he does like strength stuff, which sucks. Yeah,
I think it just does Sludge Bomb.
Boom. Doesn't kill. And then Blizzard comes off and misses Vileplume.
Oof.
Big woof. Could have
That would've been
got the
savage.
1-0, right? And you know what? It wouldn't have made a difference.
Hey, but what if you froze that Mr. Mime though?
Dude, you missed Mime. Can ice types be frozen?
Can there?
I don't know.
I'm not sure.
I don't think that ice
Ice
types
is
can
weird.
be frozen. And unfortunately, I take a 2-0 loss to Champ. I do get a little sneak peek at most of his playoff team before going into playoffs in action, but I take the L, so like it kind of sucks.
Yeah, ice types are ice.
They're immune to it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
That's sad.
yeah. So I lose, and it was a good match though. I thought, I'm not ashamed of my loss. I felt like I played pretty well for what I had. Sleep powder obviously caught me.
That was a good comeback from that cheat.
Without
was
the
good.
sleep powder, I would have definitely won, obviously. Or if I had even if I had just woken up one time, you know what I mean? Like,
If you first impression to Riolu, that would have been fucked.
Mm-hmm.
yeah. So, we take those though. We take those, and that brings us to the end of this week. So, at the end of the season, really, the regular season is over now.
That's it. That's it.
That's the end of the whole regular season. We're done with
Congrats,
that. We're
guys.
coming into playoff bracket, which I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to do this whole thing right here. Let's go to the... no, I don't have those on the spreadsheet, I don't think.
What?
Oh man,
The updated
can we
stats.
get those?
Update stats.
Yeah, they're not...
Yeah,
no,
they're-
he has them, but they're not on the spreadsheet, so like I can't stream it right now.
If you want, I could
Do you
fill
want
in
to
the bracket.
You want to fill
I
in the
can fill in
bracket?
the bracket
Yeah.
right now if you guys
Yeah,
want.
fill in the bracket while we're live on
Alright.
stream here. So, just so you guys know, we're gonna fill in the bracket. Sorry, the bottom three did not make it, unfortunately. That would be Brian, TJ, and Justin. They were eliminated, unfortunately. Oops, standing.
Better luck next time, gents. There's
And
always next year.
There is always next year. So Jay and Stevens did solidify their first and second spots, which, as everybody knows, is a trap.
It's a trap.
It's a setup,
It's
bro.
definitely a trap.
A setup. It's a setup. I was like, of course, but it's okay. So our number 3 seed is our very own Zach. Good job, Zach.
Yo.
Way to
Good
go,
job.
Zach.
Our number 4 seed is Dan. Good job, Dan. Now facing Dan, because we will have the 4 seed against the 5 seed. We have 3-time champion Aris versus Dan for best of 3 round 1. Then the 6
Dan,
seed
you
will be
gotta
facing.
win this because
Mhm. You gotta stop him, bro.
you gotta win it,
You
bro.
gotta stop him. It's up to you.
When Ian saw everybody gearing up, Aris for finals, Ian just like, fuck Christ. It's like, not again.
So that brings us to Aris on 5, man.
That should be a really good series. I see that. More excited for this next series though. We have Zach, the 3rd seed, facing someone who honestly I thought was who we gave him a lot of shit first half, but he's come back.
His
His
team
team
is
is
fucking
monstrous now. So I'm really eager to see
His
this
team is
match.
fucking
We got
scary.
Zach going against Jordan in a best of 3. That's a big trap. I'm not.
I would really
That's
take his last week, the Battle of the Jays. I would just take a big old look at that battle and just watch. And then, dude, his fucking team is so crazy now.
Sneaking into the 7th spot, we have our good old CEO, our boss Ian, who will be playing in the playing round. Nothing wrong with that. He's still in there, and again, the records. We're in playoffs. Just know that like everything has now went from 9-5, whatever the things may say. Everyone now has the same amount of wins and losses. So just keep that in mind. In the 8th spot, we have
And these are best of
Steven
ones,
B.
right?
Yes, sir.
So the play-ins are best of one battle.
That's the stressful stuff right there.
Then the 9 seed, we have Mike, the good old Mike. He's been slipping, but I trust Mike to rebound in the playoff rounds. Then lastly, as Ian said earlier, we have our 10 seed Jay Wade, who snuck in. Good job, Jay Wade. So those matchups will be Ian versus Jay Wade in the best of one. The winner will advance, and then it'll be Stephen B against Mike, and then the winner will advance. The person who is the worst seed will face me in the second round. The person who is the better seed out of those 4 will face Stephen. Meaning, if Ian wins, he'll be facing Stephen if he's higher. If Mike wins, he'll be facing me because Mike's lower. That's a setup. But it's okay. So yeah, the playoff bracket is.
The crazy thing is, like, all right, so like, let's just say worst case scenario, you lose, Jay, to Mike after he gets up there. Sorry, Steven. And then let's say that Dan loses to Aris, God forbid. Mike has to play Aris again if that happens. Just like most semifinals.
Unless Jay Wade beats you.
Now, if I beat Jay Wade, I go up against Kid Sid,
Steven.
And then either Jordan or Zach, which that's kind of like reminiscent of season 3 because it was the reverse of that previously, where like I had to beat Jordan to get to Zach, and then double protects happened, and I lost. Hated that.
Yeah, man, just know that.
Double protection. I'll cry.
Just know, like, again, this isn't just like, unless you're in play-ins, isn't just like a one hit and you're done. So it's like you do get a chance, you do get time. Well, communicate with your opponent. If you want time in between matches, think of something. You just want to get water, or you just need to calm down. Just like gotta get something. I'm not saying order. Yeah, I'm not saying like order a pizza and then wait half an hour for the pizza to arrive either. But I'm just saying.
I'm not even saying that. I'm like, you guys can strategize in matches. I mean,
all right. So here's the deal. On the playoffs, you do have to agree to a date and time. But like during the battles, if you need a second to like reformulate a team or something else like that, like when you're in the best of 3s, like you don't have to play that immediately. You can take like 5, 10, God forbid 15 minutes or whatever. But don't be a dick, I think is what we're trying to say, right?
Pretty much, yeah. Don't be like, oh, I have to run to the store and do like some weird shit. I don't know.
Yeah. So that's your playoff bracket. Congratulations to all the players that played this season. I really appreciate all the newbies that played. We did get one of the newbies in the playoffs. We had a chance for 2 newbies in the playoffs. That was big. Sorry to see the ones that lost not be able to move forward, but it's kind of usual suspects up here, if you look at it. I would like to give a big congratulations also to every player who did make the playoffs, including Jay Wade, including Stephen B, including Mike and Aris and Dan and Zach and Jordan, and especially Jay and Steven. Kid Sid. You guys did great this year. You earned that spot with 9-3, right? If I'm not mistaken, 9-3 is your record at the end of the season. Out of 13 weeks, man, you lost 3 times.
Feels good, man. Feels good.
Yeah, so congratulations to you guys. Yeah, I hope you carry that momentum into the playoffs, because I know if I beat Jay Wade, I'm not going easy on Steve or Kid Sid. I will not be going easy on Zach or Jordan. And then when I get to the finals, like I did last year, I won't be going easy on Jay.
We'll see, man, because that left bracket is a setup. That whole left bracket
Yeah.
is a trap,
Honestly,
bro.
if I lose to J-Wade, like, not even that sad. Like, you know, I had to do that last year. I fought all the way from the bottom last year. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is
Honestly,
hard.
We got some time. Anybody want to talk predictions? I'm honestly seeing Stephen B versus Stephen S finals.
Predictions in the best of threes. I don't know, because Reese has a lot of tricks up his sleeve, and I feel like Dan does too. That's probably a coin flip. I'm gonna say Reese, only because I feel like Dan struggles with certain things that Reese does really well. But I trust him. I trust him.
Dan, I hope it's you, bro. I'm not gonna lie. No hate on Reese, but if you're able to knock him out early, then there's no threat to a quattro.
Just think about it this way. Ian has so much faith in you. He's already pre-bought your trophy.
I did actually pre-buy your trophy. I did buy that already, and it's actually sitting in my model studio. But I'm not gonna lie. I actually think that Jay has the team with. I'm not trying to jinx anybody, but I think Jay has the team with the potential to go the farthest.
Hell no.
That's a
Hell no.
that's a
Hell no.
I think, like, all right. Let's say that I win and I go over there to fight Kid Sid, and then let's say that Zach loses, like, and I lose against Kid Sid. Like, Kid Sid versus Jordan is a crazy match, like, absolutely bonkers match. They both have kind of teams that kind of like. It's a stupid fucking match. Like, who wants to watch that shit? I mean, I do. But that's it for this week, guys. I would like to thank all the players who played this year leading up to the playoffs, and I would especially like to thank my co-commentators. The missing one, Kid Sid, thank you for popping in and out and correcting me on Levitate. Go fuck yourself. And then Zach, a.k.a. Kai, a.k.a. Big Boy, one-time champ. What's up?
Yo.
It's good to have you again. Danny Boy, I wish you luck, and I hope you practice, because you have a week off.
I need to practice. I ain't trying to do like last season and just like.
You got a week off, bro, so you got you basically got an episode of Dragon Ball to train in the hyperbolic time chamber, bro.
Like, oh, Lord.
And then Jay, obviously, chill out, cool your heels. Practice though, because
practice,
bruh. Like, all right,
practice.
So like, all right,
you talking about?
All right, practice? Here's the deal. If I lose, awesome, because you could definitely beat Jay Wade. If Mike wins, now I mean, if I win, Stephen B, you could probably beat. No offense, Stephen B, but Mike getting up there, you got to fight. You got a hard fight there. I think that I have faith in you to win because I'm predicting on left side you to go to the finals. But that is what it is. On right side, I mean, I'm gonna go with me, because that's the way it would go if I win. So I'm gonna be over here in the finals area.
Listen, man. Listen. In Stephen B, we trust.
Stephen B, we trust. Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
So if watch Jay Wade wins, and then Stephen B wins, and then Stephen B beats Kid Sid. And it ends up in the final. Dude, can you imagine he ends up in the final? Like, see, I'd be like, yo, Stephen B, what's good? Like, if he takes it, you know what I mean? Like, that's a big deal. Winner, a newbie with a semi-shitty team. Like,
wow.
Jesus Christ.
Going all the way.
Damn, bro.
Look, man, he's got Turtonator on his team.
Going all the way, man, after, like, just upsetting. So, I think that would be really cool to watch. I don't think it's going to happen. I think I'm gonna beat Jay Wade. Jay Wade's heart's not in it.
And Jay Wade's on a roll, bro. He's gonna.
I'm gonna make sure his heart's in it. I promise. Dude, I'm gonna make sure his heart's in it.
Don't you fuck me over, man. Like,
I'm just saying.
Bro, why do you want a free W if you fucking have to fight?
It's not a free. His team is crazy. It's not. There's nothing in this
team is crazy. That's a free W. To stress about unless it's Charizard.
I don't want to fucking. I would honestly be kind of upset if he won the whole thing. because I could never show my face again. Anyway,
There's no free wins in this bracket, y'all.
There's no free wins in
No.
either bracket, I don't think, honestly. Like, the teams are crazy
Not
dumb.
at all.
So, good luck to everybody on the wire tonight. Lastly, my last two commentators. Dan, thank you so much for joining us, oh Danny boy.
Thank you.
I appreciate having you. Big Boss Cleaner, it's always a pleasure to have you. I hope we have you in all the playoff matches for commentary.
Stephen B.
So the reality of next week is we only are going to have one recording because I'm the only one in the bottom bracket with a capture card. I mean, Mike or Steven could handycam it, but I would really hate to show that. But I mean, I would, but...
I mean, honestly, like, I'll talk to Mike, see if he wants to handicam it. We'll see.
You talk to him. I don't want to. He scares me, man.
He's scared.
No,
You
I'm just
guys
kidding.
roasted
I'm just kidding. We
Reese when
know
he
you.
handicam. You guys are foul. Reese tried his hardest.
Yo, Aris had a better handicam than Mike's handicam, though.
You guys were like, someone said, I paid for tickets. What can I see? Someone said something around that. Actually, was funny as fuck. I think it was Phil because he popped in that.
That wasn't me though. I wasn't roasting him. So we'll see you guys next week for a one-off. And it's just been a pleasure to have everybody this season, man. We'll see you guys next week.
Peace.
Peace out.
Bye.
Peace.